Now, most people that say they want to become a dog trainer never actually make it. And it's not because they're bad with dogs. It's just because they don't know what it actually takes to achieve it in 2025. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it takes to become a professional dog trainer today. Not the Instagram version, not the sugar-coated version, the truth. So if you're interested in actually doing it for real, then this video will save you years of effort and a fortune in wasted costs. And the first thing that you need to make sure you're doing is mastering your craft with dogs. Now, I know that might sound super obvious for people wanting to become a dog trainer, but let me explain the reality of what that needs to look like. Because the truth is that you will never actually reach the finish line of mastering your craft working with dogs. That is an ongoing, never-ending journey. And far too many people think that what it takes to become a professional dog trainer is to do a little bit of research, watch a few videos, maybe read a couple of books. That's it for learning. That's it for mastering their craft. And now they're ready to become a professional trainer. When the reality is that mastering your craft should be a lifelong endeavor when it comes to working with dogs. And something that I teach all of the canine professionals that I work with, whether that's people just getting started through to multi-year, decade-long canine professionals trying to constantly improve and grow their business, is that the best trainers in the world, the best canine leaders in the world are lifelong learners, because lifelong learners are lifelong leaders. And those best canine professionals aren't super flashy. They're not chasing trends or nice looking things for social media clips. They're consistent every single day. They focus on being as good as they can be with the foundations, with the basics, with the fundamentals. And then they build on top of that over months, into years, into decades. Because the reality is that true mastery often does look pretty boring, but that is the whole point. And before we move on to the next topic of what it takes to become a canine professional in 2025, is that to master your craft with dogs, you first have to make sure you're mastering yourself when it comes to emotional regulation. The reality is that this job, this field, this industry is an emotionally charged industry. You're going to be working with emotional clients, and especially if you want to work in dog behavior, you're going to be working in high stress, potentially dangerous situations. And if you don't have the ability to stay calm, cool, and collected under pressure, all of the research, all of the learning, all of the knowledge you gain, you won't be able to implement it when the time comes, when it really matters. So make sure, in order to master your craft with dogs, you're mastering yourself and your emotional regulation. And that might sound a little bit extreme, but I have seen time and time again, very educated, knowledgeable canine professionals completely fall apart in real life training scenarios because they let themselves get frustrated. They let themselves get angry. They let themselves get emotional, and that completely overrides their ability to do the job well. The second step that you need to focus on if you want to become a professional dog trainer or canine behaviorist in 2025 is to understand that when you go from dog trainer to professional dog trainer, that what you actually now are is much more of an educator than you are a canine handler. The skill comes in being able to relay the knowledge, information, and experience that you have working with dogs to the owners and clients you're working with. It does not matter if somebody can bring you a dog and you can have a lot of success with that dog, but as soon as that dog goes back to the owner, it's all forgotten and it can't be administered and taken home, then you have failed that client and you are not a good professional dog trainer. The vast majority of your time will be spent in educating clients. So you have to make sure that you are focusing on not just mastering your craft as a dog handler, but you're mastering your craft as an educator and communicator. You're going to be working with clients that are incredibly stressed, incredibly emotional, and potentially considering extreme decisions like giving their dog up to shelters or even euthanasia. Those high stress environments are going to make it even harder for you to be able to educate them on what needs to be done. So it's not just a case of being able to relay facts and figures and statistics and information. You need to be able to do so in a way that is easy to understand and easy to implement and broken down as simply as possible, all whilst wrapped in very emotionally charged scenarios and situations. Now, we focused on some of the extreme in terms of negative emotions, but the flip can be said if you're working with people with brand new puppies. They can be incredibly excited, incredibly joyful, promising you that they're going to put in all the work and all the effort, but as soon as the novelty wears off, it's in those moments where have you taught them the foundation, fundamental skills that will allow them to continue to have success even when life starts to get in the way. All of those things revolve around your skill as an educator and as a communicator, and in many situations, a motivator to get them to be able to do what needs to be done. Because they can't just give you the dog, you wave a magic wand over the dog, you give it them back, and they don't have to change themselves at all and expect success. The skill is being able to implement client behavioral change that then facilitates behavioral change in their dogs. Now, before we move into some more of the financial and business aspects of what it takes to be a high-level canine professional in 2025, I want to remind you that if you're struggling in being able to master your craft with dogs or master your craft as an educator, communicator, and motivator, that is exactly what I teach in my advanced diploma in canine behavior and training. So if you're starting out on your journey and you want to set yourself up for the most success possible, that advanced diploma might be exactly what you're looking for. So if you are interested, there will be a link and a special discount to thank you for being here on this channel with me in the description box below. But let's move into the next part of the video. And the third step is going to be one that many people actually find quite uncomfortable to talk about, especially in countries like here in the UK that suffer massively from things like tall poppy syndrome. But that is that you are going to need to understand the importance of making good money in your business as a dog trainer. Now, behind the scenes, most people are pretty confident and understanding of, yes, I would like to make good money. I would like to make a lot of money from the thing that I love doing. I love working with dogs. I love helping dogs. I really want to help people with their dogs. And yeah, if I can make some good money in the process, that's brilliant. But you need to make sure that you're building your business with that as a strategic driving force. Because the reality is, if you want to help more people, you need to be able to have more resources. In the dog training world, you are only one person. You only have so much time. And if you want to think about scaling your business from a place of, I'll just work longer, I'll just do more sessions, I'll just do more work, I'll work into the evenings, I'll work all the weekends, I promise you, you will burn out. And that is not a strategic way about growing your business, and more importantly, having a sustainable long-term business that you absolutely love. Prioritizing yourself and what you need, especially financially, isn't selfish, it's strategic. And that strategy will allow you to serve more people, help more dogs in the long term. It's better off you helping 5 people well every week for 10 years than 10 people a week, but you burn out in 2 years and quit the industry. You will have helped less dogs, even though at the time, in the moment, it felt like you were doing twice as many sessions. And I want to leave you with one more point in this section, is that you can absolutely love dogs. You can absolutely love helping people with their dogs and simultaneously understand your worth. Know the value of the service that you provide. If you have mastered your craft with dogs and mastered your craft as an educator, then the service that you provide is a high value service. And it is absolutely okay to be able to want to seek the value of your service, grow a sustainable long-term business that provides an amazing life for you and your family, while simultaneously enjoying the fact that you get to help people and help dogs. So when you've mastered your craft of working with dogs and embrace that that is going to be a lifelong endeavor, You have done exactly the same principle when it comes to being an educator and a communicator. You have embraced and accepted that it's okay to want to make great money in your business, to look after yourself, your family, and to protect your mental health, well-being, and sustainability in the industry. Then the next thing that you need to make sure you're focusing on is finding the right clients, finding the clients that you want to work with and the clients that are going to help you in those first 3 steps. Continuing to master your craft and fit within the level of mastery that you have achieved. Align well with your education and communication style, and know the worth of your service and are more than happy to enter into that exchange of, I'm willing to pay you what you're worth because I want the service that you offer. Because a huge mistake that I see canine professionals all around the world make every single day is that if they want to make more money, they think that they need more clients, when in reality, what they need isn't more clients, they need better clients that align with those things, clients that you can charge a premium service for your premium value, that allows you to stay within the amount of workload that is comfortable, fulfilling, rewarding for yourself whilst protecting your mental health, but allows you to then scale your business to the financial level that provides the life that you're trying to achieve. So it's incredibly important that you think about ways to position yourself within the industry that attracts the right clients. If you are engaging in a race to the bottom in terms of trying to be the cheapest person in your area, you will find the cheapest clients in your area. If you are trying to take on every single client, if you're saying yes to everyone that reaches out, messages, or tries to book in with you, you will find that a large portion of those clients are clients that you don't want to work with. And again, all of these things lead to the ultimate end of you quitting and leaving the industry. The professionals that stay in the industry long term and enjoy being in the industry long term are the people that are focused on finding the right clients. But the reality is that the right clients aren't something that you can just go and choose. The right clients are something that you earn, and you earn those clients through building an excellent reputation as somebody who is mastering their craft, somebody who is a great educator, a great communicator, makes the clients feel comfortable and engaged in the learning. Is a beautiful relationship to build with their clients and you as the canine professional in the situation. You conduct yourself as a level of canine professional that is worthy of those clients that you're trying to attract. And if you focus on those principles, you will never run out of good clients, because there has never been more demand for high quality canine professional services, and that demand grows year on year on year. And if you can position yourself as the person in the industry that is aligned with that growth, you will be able to grow your business year on year and year to whatever level and standard you want your business to be able to achieve. So again, remember, if you want to level up your mastery of your craft in the dog world, if you want to level up the mastery of your craft as an educator, as a communicator, and as a high level professional with those high standards that are worthy of those high values and worthy of the best clients, then I would love for you to check out our advanced diploma in canine behaviour and training. I truly believe that it is the single best course in the world that will facilitate that growth. But if not, subscribe. We make videos like this every single week, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.